Today on EA Sports. It's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Chicago Tigers taking on the Houston Texans.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Chicago Tigers.
Set to kick off.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. For the first time with Miles Sanders. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make and then some on 2nd and 13. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. 30, 20, 10, touchdown, Houston. Josiah DeGuara, 78 yards. And the Texans have taken the early lead.
For the point after.
Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game, almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, the other team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just have receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
To throw on 2nd down. McGee. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And now a 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And the drive starts with a completion left side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
First down.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Off the play fake, Prescott shedding through the defense. Left side here to Sanders.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. And it's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
23 yards, the final tally. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 66 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play. With touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it, all right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
A loss of 7 yards.
Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not...
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
That goes for a gain of 31. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They'll get 34 yards there. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. Doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Prescott on 1st down. In trouble, and he's taken down.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott. He'll find his tight end here, DeGuara. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 3rd and 14 coming up. Prescott from the gun. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
Oftentimes, it translates to your defense as well because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And they are 3 for 3 on two-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. And the formula there on the two-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Dak Prescott and the offense heading back onto the field. A lot of the problems have been on the other side of the ball. Is that frustrating for a quarterback? And he can't escape, and down he goes. Jalen Smith leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Houston.
51 to Mike, boy, 51.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 62 yards. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Miles Sanders, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans cut into that lead. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Chris Boswell set.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now Jones. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
First down and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A 3-yard touchdown run. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up 1st and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they're able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown, we saw the payoff, but of course that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
Now Dak Prescott of the offense heading back onto the field. And how does he rally the troops, so to speak? He's played well, but they're down big on the scoreboard. How does he get his guys going? Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jalen Smith came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. After the sack on 1st down, Prescott, he'll find Aguara complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Texans on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd down and 12. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Can't get away, and he's taken down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Now this throw caught left side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 26 and a first down. Wide open receiver complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
The 20. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
At the Texans' 12-yard line.
On second down, it's Lambert. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
Well, they went back to him, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll try and run for it. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. An 8-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Showing some grits and some guts going for it. Their 4th and goal, pounding it in.
And being rewarded for that confidence in the team, huh? The coach saying, let's go ahead and get this. And how about the guys up front firing out, finding a little bit of a crack for him and get through it? Touchdown. I love it.
Here's Bass now for the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. So that drives 7 plays in length. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards.
Bass set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's just been looking for some space. You know, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And now look at him go. Touchdown, Houston. Miles Sanders with his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year. And the Texans get a bit closer. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is down to 24. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Chicago offense set to get started. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 20. Deep right sideline.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Off play action. McGee. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Off the play fake. McGee. And this is caught at the 8th. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there as the first half is winding down, as his guys continue to pour it on. And, partner, are you kidding me? With this game that he's having, we are in uncharted waters like we've never seen before.
Just think, if he keeps every football from all the touchdowns scored today, does he need to build a new trophy room?
Yeah, a couple trophy rooms. Maybe a whole home for a trophy room.
What a phenomenal performance, and I'll guarantee you he's going to reward the rest of the offensive unit after this as well for helping him get to this number.
He better. This is just unreal.
Tyler Bass set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit. And they are seconds away from halftime, all tied in that one. Next, we head off to check out another game. And you can see they are out in front in that one. The Giants still in a dogfight, but this would be a good victory for them if they could get it. Lastly, let's head to Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. See what's happening with the Bengals. And they've got the lead in that one over the visiting Atlanta Falcons. Tyler Boyd, a touchdown reception. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone, and this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah. I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
On second down now, it's Fowler. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Fowler, and he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And this offense continues to pour it on.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
The kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
27-yard line.
So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this 3rd quarter. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled. Partner,
join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would...
Under pressure, and down he goes.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Another try after the first down sack. Prescott. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Number 81, incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on for the 5th time here today. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Here's Jones. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And this offense is running away with this one. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Pass on for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run.
Tyler Bass set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
And now out comes Houston. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, back it out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
First down, Prescott. Pressure comes, and down he goes.
A loss of 6 yards.
Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Third and long for Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
At the line of scrimmage.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well, done.
Here's A.J. Cole now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Off-play action. McGee. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Off the play fake. McGee. This will be caught inside the 10. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead.
Pass set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
A second down throw for Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped. And this will be scooped up by the defense.
The quarterback forced out of bounds.
Hey, whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are. And now a terrific opportunity inside. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone.
Tyler Bass set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Houston set to take over. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And they'll begin by running the option. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
48-yard line.
A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
First down.
Prescott now. Oh, Prescott stripped, and the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. He's at the 30, 10, 5, and he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line.
No partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Well, he had the big run to get down there, so you got to let him finish it off, don't you?
I think so, but what I liked even more, the fact that he wanted to finish it off. How many times have we seen a guy break off a big run, and we see that universal sign where he's tapping his helmet to get me out of the game? No! Stay out on the field and enjoy the benefits of the success you created.
And he hits pay dirt because of it. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
A loss of 5 yards. It's 3rd down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Here's Prescott, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
For number 81, incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Houston. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards.
At their own 41-yard line.
The Chicago offense set to get started. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks. And they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 33 yards that time.
6-yard line.
And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run on 1st down. Fowler down right around the 25.
The ball carrier.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Fowler, and he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the fourth, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jalen Smith giving him once again his third sack of the afternoon. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott firing quickly here, and that's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and with the receivers trying to think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
The Texans on third down, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Prescott. Throw over the middle, caught by DeGuara. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
To throw is Prescott. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Can't do that. I don't want to see what's there.
Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
To the air again, Prescott. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Eric Ebron, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans are able to make things a bit more respectable.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it all the way to the end zone.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now Jones. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
First down and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home, because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. On first down, it's Fowler. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
Hendricks in on the tackle.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll run it with Jones. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They run with Jones on first down, but he'll struggle here just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 34.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
At halftime, you had to feel like the defense had to be in a good position. They had to feel good about themselves. They'd had this guy boxed in all game long, but after that run, that might be the breakthrough that he's looking for. Now they may have some difficulty dealing with him the rest of today.
That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. This is Jones. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
The ball carrier.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position. Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Lambert. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. They come up short here on 4th down. And this Texans defense stands tall. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. In trouble, and he's taken down. Jalen Smith. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Throwing. Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Sean Murphy Bunting. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guy. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
All right, partner, one more time. Our whole lives, you put the ball on the 3-yard line, kick the extra point. 2015, they put it on the 15 to kick the extra point. 2016, they said, we're leaving it there. So if you want to fake it, that's a long way to go. And they got it done.
I was going to say, they had a 15-yard play in their back pocket.
You don't see that on too many play sheets, do you?
No. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
6 yards.
That right now,
Second down.
that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Throw right side, going to be complete to DeGuara. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
18 on the play. First down.